This project, exploring a regenerative tourism approach to rural community development in Scotland and Ireland, brought together two academic partners, Munster Technological University in Ireland and the University of the Highlands and Islands in Scotland. The project sought to undertake research to identify examples of effective regenerative tourism practices. What makes them effective? How do they work? Who drove their development and why?
Through interviews, workshops, case studies and an academic paper, the research will create learning opportunities for stakeholders to reflect on tourism in their own communities and build capacity for rural development through regenerative tourism, fostering better places to live and to work.
A regenerative approach to tourism essentially sets out to create conditions for communities and places to thrive, but also for nature to flourish. Emerging research and global leaders in this discipline area all focus on community and a sense of place with a strong emphasis on nature.
Coding of our 12 interviews led to the emergence of 4 key themes, which are illustrated here, and these are important indicators of regenerative tourism as we found from these interviews. These are community positive, nature positive, place positive and visitor positive, and each has a number of sub-themes. So with regard to community positive, sub-themes are collaboration, networking, support and the involvement of a range of local stakeholders, the level of community involvement, the economic benefits for locals and the fair or just employment, such as in Gale Action Forum.
I see tourism as a tool for our community. I think we want to welcome visitors to our area and we want them to enjoy it, but we do want them to contribute something. I think we can use that resource to benefit the community in lots of different ways, so the environment, the economy, social, health and well-being.
Nature positive then, biodiversity and conservation, nature as a product in terms of education and nature as a stakeholder in terms of planning, such as at Comrie Croft, where they have a number of different projects involving rewilding and teaching people about the different aspects of biodiversity and green living.
The environment and climate doesn't have a voice as such, but I see it as a kind of stakeholder that way.
Place positive, the sub-themes there are heritage preservation, pride and confidence, and repurposing spaces, such as with the Hearsay Festival.
One of the key things that the festival brought about was a fresh sense of looking at the spaces that we have, the buildings that we have, using those buildings in new ways, in fresh ways, and bringing local people in to experience things and encounter things in those spaces and in those buildings.
And finally, the visitor positive theme and the sub-themes there are skills development, education and awareness, visitor profile and behaviour, visitor experience and meaningful interaction with locals. Such as in the Stonewall Festival, where locals are really contributing to a project that the locals are benefiting from, but also it's a really unique experience that they're getting from their time there.
By taking stock and re-evaluating the impact that you've had and understanding the framework, and I think getting that framework from the project of regenerative tourism, it gave a fresh way for us to be able to see what we'd done and where we could go next with it.
It was the opportunity to listen to others and to I suppose celebrate what we're doing in Cullen, but actually what else we could be doing.
So been really inspired today, particularly by what I heard from Gairloch and the measuring they've been doing of their social impacts. It's fantastic.
An awareness and a sense of empathy and connection with other communities across Ireland and Scotland in terms of the challenges they face in rural areas and how they've used tourism to help overcome that in quite ingenious and enterprising ways.
So I think what I take away really from this is that there are lots of people doing regenerative tourism already, and they've been doing it for many, many years. It's not something new, and it's just lovely to see it being recognised and celebrated as a good thing, and let's do more of it.